Hello, welcome to another edition of Bob Plays Go. So I got the most likes on my Go video, so I'm doing another one. I'll still be doing other stuff, but if you guys like this more, which you probably will because that's why you came to the channel a long time ago and that's why you're still here. Um but I will be playing at least some of that and probably more the more you guys like it. So go ahead and throw those likes down and you can buy my loyalty. So yeah, one of the reasons why that's not Sente. One of the reasons why I want to do other things is because like when I go to play a game myself, like in terms of enjoyment, I always switch it up. Like I'm like, I'll play chess today. I'll play Go today. I'll play Hearthstone. Oh, I'll play Civilization. Oh, I'll play. It's usually a strategy game, but there's so many different games that I enjoy, and I just wanted to share that with you guys as well. And I'm okay good at a lot of different things, so I just enjoy teaching and I enjoy different aspects of teaching, and I think I'm going to approach over this way. So the more games that I play, the more I have to talk about, and therefore the more I have to explain, and on different levels. And see, I don't really know what he's trying to do. Like he's gonna develop this area, but like it's not developable. I mean, I guess. Well, no, it's just really not. It's just not. I mean, it's like I can go here, I could go here, I could just cut through, I could cut through. Well, if I cut through that, that'd be a nice little fight. But like this wall, I don't know. Maybe he just wants center, center, center. So here, I'm not gonna answer this. I like the whole don't answer in the corner type thing. Also, this kind of this extension, I don't want him to be able to fix it in Sente. So, um, I think if you look, and this is usually something I don't play as much in the opening, the biggest way that he can expand, this side is very small, but if he starts to expand to the center, this box grows big pretty quickly. So I think I'm just going to just make sure that doesn't happen and start to create something over here myself before he has a chance to expand. Um, so just going to protect this group. Now, because I've ignored this corner, he should approach from one side or the other right now, and probably this side, because if he approaches on this side and I kick and jump, then I can start to really secure, not entirely secure, but start to make this pretty close to actual territory. Okay, or he could do that. Now, I think the problem here is that this side is obviously bigger. And so I think what I'm going to do, because this kind of limits the effect of this area, I'm going to give him the influence and just take this corner. So now the Panuki has been reduced in value because of this stone. And question is that Sente? I mean, I can just answer it by, I'm not gonna like super attack this. I'm just gonna make it respond. Interesting. And so now, I guess I'll just come over the top. If he wants the stone now, I'm not entirely remiss. Whoa. Maybe I don't know how people like to answer this. I don't know. This seems odd. Seems odd. I mean, this is a really big cove for him to lose, and it's not a very big cove for me to lose because he already had a Panuki. So, he's got a Panuki and a turtle. I think they call this, I think, the turtle. Okay, so I mean, definitely going to answer that. I'm just thinking, like, what am I going to do after that? But, I could just answer and then think about what I'm going to do. Okay. Got that Panuki. I mean, this is a bad co-threat because it just makes the co bigger. I could definitely do it if I was thinking I'm not going to answer anything, but then he would find something that I would want to answer because I'm not very good at counting co-threats. Since he's already in the corner and this is not entirely weak. I mean, it is. There's ways he can undercut the base, especially once he gets this here. Then this move is going to be really good for attacking this group. But I think it's going to be fine. I think that this is an okay co-threat. It may not be. But he's definitely going to answer that. Now, I mean, he could play here. That's not a great co-threat for him. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, turns out I do care about that. But the good thing about that is that secures this group more. I mean, he can still play here, but I do have some kind of a base. So if I lose this co, I'm not like 1,000% hurting. And these moves right here, what I'm looking at is, okay, I'm going to make these exchanges. This is already his area. And then later on, I can decide if it's viable for me to try to make something happen in this area. But if I don't, then this for this, yeah, it's a bad exchange. It's a little bit of a, because I could attach on this side, I could shoulder hit. There's a lot of things I could do that I now cannot do. However, it's also some kind of Aji for him that he has to answer. Okay. So he's saying, I'm going to make the center mine. So he wants me to go here, and then he goes here, and then I go here, and then he goes here, and then the center is his. Now I could fight that and then lose these stones here. And actually, I wouldn't lose the stones if I Atari on this side and then Atari here, and he connects, and then I Hane. However, that does allow him to then Hane here more solidly. Alternatively, I could just, I could just take the double Atari, and then I have a Panuki in the center, which is far more valuable than this Panuki was. So I think I'm going to do this. Now, the thing about this is, this can get pretty complicated. And alternatively, he can just Atari here and then connect here. And I am pretty much forced to take this stone, and then he can Atari. Okay, he connects, so I connect. And now this group is alive. So when he Hanes here, I can cut. I'm not going to do that yet, because he's very strong in this area. So before I think about doing something in this area, I've got to think about, I think, getting some stones into a place where I can run. I could also, like, Hane, he cuts, I Atari, and then push, and then I, like, seal off this area if I can attack this group, but he's already under Ko for life. So that doesn't seem like it's going to work very well. So, like, I could think about moves like this to kind of start attacking this. Just put a little pressure on it. The thing is, this is usually a dual purpose, hey, I'm going to reduce you type move. And in this case, it doesn't serve the second purpose because there's no real reduction in an area that doesn't have any real influence, right? It's not threatening to become any kind of territory. So I could also think about something like this. Then if he starts to try to make a group here, I can disconnect it, maybe cut here, then cut here, and start to, because he's got cutting points all over the place. So I want to think about using that Aji, but I don't know exactly how. And that's, this cut and push, allowing me, because, obviously if he, defends on this side, I can Atari down, and then all I have to do is make shape in here and I win. So he's better off extending, which seals off this area, but then gives me something. Still, though, as long as this is under Ko, it's really, really sketchy what I can think about even making in this area. I could Hane here. That seems like a relatively good option. This area is still very open, though. I feel like this seals it off tons better. And it starts to make some kind of influence toward this, so that as I push, let's say push, push, he's probably not going to respond to the second push. So if I push and he Hane and I jump, and then I get this guy, this is going to help out with that. Once this territory is completed, I don't have any real way of expanding and contracting, but I think I'm going to do that. It may be too slow. I don't know. We shall see. So I'm thinking, yeah, okay, so he's saying, no, you can't have this area. And I could do, something like this and Hane here, and that would be fine. It is somewhat submissive, but it's what I should do if I don't think I can disconnect him. And even if I think I can disconnect him, it's also something I should do if I don't think the disconnection is valuable enough. But you notice, like, once he connects here and I do my little Hane underneath, it's not going to... All right, I'm going to try this. My idea is that if he pushes up, I can pull down. And if he comes down at that point, then I can do a full disconnect. And that will lead to something like this, which leads to a co, which leads to co-threats. And otherwise, if he does this, actually, this doesn't work. No, it kind of does. It kind of does because I can't cut because then he can just come through, which is what I was intending. But if he connects, then I have this, which also maybe doesn't work. Yeah, this might be like utter and complete failure. Okay, so the fact that he answered there is good for me. I mean, this is a group I can attack. This is a group I can attack. I don't see why that is something I have to worry about. Hmm. I mean, I have to answer, but I'm not sure why that's not like a co-threat. I guess he just wants to see how I'll answer that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna get this Atari in first. Oh, wow. I'm gonna get this Atari in first because it's. I don't know why. I don't know why I was doing that. I don't know. He Hane, I jump, he connects, I bulge. No, he just jumps. And I mean, what I'm thinking here, and this, like all things that I do, could totally be bad. I'm going to push, and I'm looking at this cut. Otherwise, I mean, all of this could be terrible. So he cuts. If I Hane, it doesn't work. If I can Atari down, but it becomes difficult. So I just ignore it. Mm-hmm. I figured you might do that. So he wrecks my area. Which means I want to wreck his back. But am I getting enough? He could just take here. I'm not entirely. I don't entirely care about that. Now he can Atari, but it's a bad co-threat. I mean, it just makes the co bigger anyway. Hmm. I should have probably gotten this Atari in earlier. I just didn't want to do that. Oh, I definitely should have. Because if he wins the co, he has this cut here. Because then this descent. Yuck. That is not good. But I'm just going to walk into his area. I'm pretty sure he should take the co. Yeah. Yeah. That's... All things have failed for me. Now, I don't think I want this Atari. I do think, like, I'm trying to work on this cut point, which I should probably just do like this or this. I got into his area, he got into my area. Yeah. But he's a lot happier than I am. Like, tons. I mean, when he cuts, I just have to take. What? Okay. I don't think he saw that. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I can get this cut. I don't think it's worthwhile, though. I think it's better to leave the Aji and see about these stones later. Because until they become cutting stones, they're not really worthwhile. So I don't want to, like, look to save them. So, I ruined his area. He ruined my area. He's now threatening to build on this side. He's got this little bit here. I've got this little bit here, and this little bit here, and this little bit here. He has more potential, which is not the greatest. But, and I may want to spend a move to secure this group first. I just don't think that I have enough time. So I'm just going to do this, make a base, see if, yeah, see. He's very happy to kill me. Now this connects, except for the fact that after I Atari here, this attachment is really annoying against this group because it creates kind of a shortage of liberties here. And I don't like that. There may be other moves like attach here. But we're going to make it happen. Hopefully this guy doesn't die. No, wait. Let's just say it this way. I've read it out. This helps. Or I'm dead. Could be either way. If he pulls back and I descend, I believe I'm alive. I believe I'm alive. But I might not be. Oh, okay. So if he attaches here now, I can just push and push. He can cut this. Yeah, I'm fine. Everything is fine. Well, maybe not. Let's say this. I descend. He comes here. I throw in. Okay, I could do this. Connect this. Connect. And then I've got a little four space thing here. and I do that, this might not be alive. But again, no time. No time for dilly-dallying. Okay, so things I'm looking at. Now this peep is interesting because as I come out, I'm splitting the stones. For the moment, I'm going to connect this back up. Because, you know, if he gets this strip over here, I am unwilling to care about that. I think first, I'm going to get a little bit more strength on this group, and then we do the peep. Let's see how this goes. I think yeah, he can just, no, that way doesn't connect, does it? This way is the way of Ko. Or the way of, I'm gonna cut ya. I don't see it. But then again, I usually don't. Most of the time, I don't see it at all. Okay, so the way of Ko. We have chosen the way of Ko. Oh, that's not a Ko. Yeah, okay. So he is connected. And I can connect. But it's Gote. What if I do this, cut this thing, connect. He can Atari and then Atari down. So if he connects now, yeah, this simply does. Oh, oh, I see. No. Now it's Ko. Now it is Ko. Aha. But he likes Ko. He wants the Ko. He's like, I'm gonna Ko you. And I'm like, don't do that. I will be very sad if you code. But I don't think I'm extremely sad here. Okay, so connect this. Is a co-threat? I don't know. So if I play here and he captures, I connect. And then he descends, I descend, he descends, I descend. Then he can pull back and he's got more liberties. So I think, okay, this was his to begin with. So the Ko is probably, I'm going to say, I'm not going to say probably. I'm just going to say, because otherwise, you know, I made a bunch of mistakes here. And we're just going to assume that this, this ko is a victory for black. Yes, we must answer. This is a bad threat. This is a better threat. They threaten the same thing. So I'm going to do this. Is it a threat? I think so. Because when I take, there's some potential to attack this. I don't think something like this is a threat because it's just too small. It's just a reduction. I'll do this. We have to look at other threats. This is a threat. Now, is it a good threat? Not entirely sure. Because he can go here, and then I force here, and then he may decide that he is okay with this consequence. However, yeah, he is. Okay. I mean, that's a pretty big reduction. And this group isn't alive yet, so we have to be careful about that. But it is able to, not so much worry because there is a target here. He's just ahead, though. That is the only issue. Maybe he pulls back. Threatening to save this stone. Yep, these are probably bigger, but I want to maybe get some forcing moves over here and try to disconnect this. It's a long shot, but I don't think we win playing the short shots. We did bad things, and now we must pay the piper. We done messed up. So if I play here, it's not Sente. He can just he's connected. If I turn here, I'm alive. If he plays here, I don't know if I'm alive. So I think I'm going to get a little bit of forcing here. See if I can get like an Ai and Gote over here. He wants me dead. Okay, now this is gone. There was some stuff where like he could descend and then I do this and then he double Hanes and I come out this way and he could try to kill this, but it was a lot of Aji. Now it's all gone. So he has secured at least half of the corner. And I don't think I'm any closer to life. So I'm going to This is pretty much admitting defeat. I mean, I haven't counted. That's part of the special counting school. This is, the first rule of counting is you don't talk about counting. If I Tanuki and he pulls down here, I can play here. I don't get any eye over here. However, I mean, this is not Sente. So where do I go? Okay, so if he pulls back, am I alive? That's an I. He throws in. I connect. He plays here and then here. And then he removes that I in Sente and then pulls in here. And I am indeed dead. Hmm. This is not good. I mean, just this. I mean, it just seals the deal. The deal is sealed. Okay, tell you what, I'm not gonna waste any more time on this. We will just. Yeah, that's Sente. Okay. Yeah, that also seals the deal. And we are down to 1K. We are the first K. Number 1. Yeah, so it went back and forth. I felt like the opening was good. Yeah, yeah. And see, I was doing really well. And then I decided not to do well. And this was at a later point. Okay. This is an okay move. Okay. I consider a move that does not lose you more than 4 or 5% a good move in the opening. Because Leela is saying, I could beat you with 5% more efficiency or probability. So that doesn't necessarily translate to it's a bad move in a human sense because we're not going to be able to take advantage of 5% for Leela. Now, if every move is 5%, that's a big problem. But one move being 4 or 5% lower, I mean, that starts to get in the level of maybe slow, right? So this might have been a little slow. For instance, I don't. Maybe I say I don't have to really worry about this because I can reduce this way and remember this isn't anything. So, excuse me, I just sneezed. Oh, held that sucker in. I think someone told me once that if you try to hold in your sneezes, your brain could explode, and I believed them because I was only 25 years old. What was I supposed to do? So yeah, maybe this, maybe that. I don't really like that. I mean that completes this, but I'm not entirely interested in completing this. I'm interested in this is really strong. It is on the fourth line, and as he comes in here, I mean he can make a base in here, so this is not territory. I'm just looking to attack. If he puts in a weak group here, whatever he thinks he's getting in the center, it goes away, right? Because I'll get 1 or 2 moves this direction, and that will allow me to do tons of things. So, little slow. This was, I think, good defense. I mean, okay, and I like this Panuki thing. And this, man, I don't want to answer here because then he just plays here. Maybe this is better. Maybe this is better. I thought this was an attack. And maybe it is. So like I play here. And then what? So wait. If I descend, is he going to Hane? Then maybe I do this. Man, I honestly don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah. What is he doing if I do this? The same ko, right? He's like, I get a ko. So maybe, oh, not that. Maybe he thinks, oh, it should have been here. Everybody tell Bat should have been here. So if I descend, if he descends, I really don't like that for him. He can't push up because then I just take the stones, and this group is going to be fine because I know now, all I have to do is make it fine. Well, he can still push up. So I do have to be careful later-ish. I mean, this Hane is Sente, but this coming out is really not great against this area. I don't know. Okay, so I descend. If he Hanes, I can turn. And then I could do this? It's the same thing. Even a bigger ko. So if he Hanes, I can Hane? I don't think I can. This is like a two-step ko. But now this group is toasted. Maybe I could just connect through. But now he can connect. I mean, that's just really low. I don't know. I got no idea. Okay, so he decides I'm going to play a really massive ko. Maybe it's not so massive for him. I don't. Again, the words I don't know are coming into my brain. I guess in the end, this ko was really small for him because as he's getting local ko threats going, maybe I answer this way, but you know, let's say I do my threat again. Now he can Hane underneath, and it's just really easy for him. I get maybe 8 to 10 more points, and he's settling the group. And he could end up winning the ko. But at this point, okay, so let's say we've done this. I'm actually totally okay with some kind of exchange because he's already got enough shape here to where the ko doesn't matter anymore. Anyway, I feel like somewhere around here is where, and the game people are saying, whoa, okay, push. Hane back was not good. And the double Hane was not good. Now these are the moves like, okay, this is an 8% move. And when I make these boneheaded moves, or I guess boneheaded, in my view, I'm like, I think it was okay. And then Leela says it's not. That's where I want the computer to tell me, here's the next 10, 15 moves. They usually do it like right here. White is already winning. And so the Ko gets played. This is the best move. Yeah, it is. It is. What did I do? Make shape here. I guess whatever kind of AI is saying that this is good. But yeah, like already 95.5% for white. That's not really where I want to find out what the best move is. It's over here. And I feel like it almost never chooses those moves. So whatever algorithm they use to figure out which moves to highlight, these key moves, I think it's somewhat flawed. I don't. I mean, obviously I don't know what the algorithm is, so I don't even know how to begin to approach changing it. Um, but it seems like the moves that it chooses are kind of random. Um, so I start a really nasty fight instead of. Okay, so far everything's fine, but this was a big mistake. Okay, so I should probably attach. I went for too much. I went for too much. It wasn't because if he just does this and then he connects, I'm fine, right? And it still says like right here I'm 63% to win. So I don't have to be nervous. And I think that's actually one of the weaknesses in my game is not the fact that I make technical or strategic mistakes. I think that I allow emotion to sway my decisions too often. I'm like, oh, I'm fearful of what might happen next. So I, oh, what if, this is a little side note, but what if he decides to descend here? I have 3 liberties and he has me beat. So he can actually descend there. So then I descend. Is that the way? Maybe this is it. I don't know. Anyway, emotion. So I'm like, oh, this is too big. I don't know what to do. And there's a Ko here. And I just go, I'm going to kill you against your strength. Just not a good decision. But I didn't want to lose this area without some kind of. I wonder, can I also do this? Okay, so I'm just. Yeah, because if he does this, I think in this case I can cut. Yeah, maybe that. Then this Ko gets pretty hairy. I can't actually even fight that. I cannot fight that. Because like we said, before, any threat and he can oh, yeah, once he takes this, I then have to do this. So taking the Ko is Sente. Therefore, it is an unwinnable Ko from my perspective. So he can take the Ko at any time. And then he can Tanuki and then fight the Ko on his, I I have to come back to the Ko later in the game. He could just leave it because it's not worth playing right now. Just a free stone for right now. Anyway, this made for an almost unwinnable game, like almost immediately. So I descend. Well, I guess not almost unwinnable. The AI does not say that. Yeah, so 71% now versus 45%. I wonder if I cut now. Well, he can Hane. If I descend? I don't know. Yeah. So I let him break into this area and I got nothing from it. And so I just lose like 20 points for nothing. I fight from behind for the rest of the game. Because of that, I'm making a lot of risky decisions. I guess I could go into like, how I could have made good risky decisions or better risky decisions. But I think I'm going to play one more game instead. So we'll see if we can get one quickly. If I can't, then I'll just upload this. And I really like this format because generally you get a game pretty quickly. And I decided to leave um, my options open. You can say, I don't want people below a certain rank to challenge me. I don't want people above a certain rank to challenge me. There we go. All right. Forgot to say hi to that last guy. I saw that after the game. So, in general, I don't like going into like mini or micro Chinese because kind of for two reasons. I started because I don't want my opponent to go into some kind of memorized sequence, and I don't want to memorize the sequence of, what do I do if I go here? What about here? What about here? What about here? And I mean, this is one that people don't generally know. And the second one is that as I started using this, I noticed that people don't do what they're supposed to do in general. So I get this approach facing my influence, and I just feel like it's nice. It's I think it's only I think it's more slight of a mistake than I used to think it was. I used to be like, oh, you're gonna play this way, then you're gonna die. But it's really not. I mean, this he's gonna get a two space extension in this area. He could try and cut, but okay. So he gets a corner here and a corner here, and he's gonna what? Run out this stone? And what else is he gonna get from it? Oh, he's gonna let me turn in Sente and develop against this area? I guess. You do your thing, man. Okay. So he's got this connection underneath, which until I play something here, that means this group is strong, which means he can draw this stone out. So it's definitely interesting. It's definitely something. I don't know, though. I mean, I could do this and disconnect. I probably don't want to let him connect under while making bajillions of points of territory. And I think if I do this, there's some potential for latent Aji in the corner. At that point, like a move like this seems like absolute Sente against the corner. So And it makes it harder to run this stone out because as I force here, he can connect this stone, but then I'll get like a double Hane and develop this side. And I used to be a lot more. No, I still have trouble with this because I know what is the truth about this strategy, but it feels like he's winning. It's like, oh, he took this and he's in here and he's so greedy. And yeah, if I make a single mistake, okay, that doesn't connect. I mean, it does. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I could go for Ko. So he can't connect. Yeah, I'm not answering that 1000%. Because if he wants to Ko for his entire corner, he is more than welcome. And I think still I should just extend somewhere like this. And now that he has like one more move against this group, one more move to stabilize this. Interesting. I will answer that. Something like this starts to look more appealing. It seems really slow, but it's also very thick. Now, maybe I don't have time to be slow thick right now. Maybe that's just thick-headed. And I think we're going to be fighting against too little points. I think we're going to be fighting for too small of an area of the board. So I'm going to say you can attack me here. And what do I do otherwise? I could play this. I could play this. I could play this. This is very strong, so I think I want to force him this direction. And if he answers, I might attach directly just to create a situation where he... Yeah, he's right. This side is bigger. I don't really want to jump. But I'm going to illustrate here a nice little concept. This is something that I learned from probably Guojuan. I think that's her name. If you really want Sente here, then you push one more. And now, if they answer here, then you Hane and connect, and when they answer, then you can Tanuki because the turn is not Sente. And since the turn only disrupts like this small area here, it is nice for territory, but you're separating two groups that are both stable, so it's not really worthwhile. Okay, so we are really, really, really fighting for points in this game. I can't let him have this whole big area, and that's the biggest area on the board now. I could maybe approach here, and then maybe this will seal off this as he tries to come out and fight this. And maybe that's going to be nice because then later I can find a way to attack this group. Yeah, I think I can reduce this later. This is solid, so I don't want to play in this area because I don't want to play around the solid stones. So maybe as I do this, yeah. So I cut here. And he cannot Atari. I did say he couldn't. I mean, he's going to get this. That's fine. I'm just going to take the corner back. These two stones look bad. But then these four stones look bad. What are we doing here, guy? These two stones no longer look bad. So I don't know. I do not know what this is all about. So the question is, can I Hane here? Should I Hane here? Maybe I should just descend. Then this move becomes Sente later if I'm looking at jumping out. But if I Hane and connect, then I've reduced one liberty. Actually, I think this is... Let's see. Yeah, right now, if I Hane and cut, then I can connect the stone. So this is also Sente. So I took the corner in Sente. And that is the end of the game. That is game over. Of course, you know, when you say game over, there are ways to make it a game again, to make it a contest. And I like to explore every single way of making that happen. I still haven't figured out why. But it's always been a dream of mine. Actually, if I Hane and cut, it does not connect. Hane, cut, cut, descend, take. He could throw in and do his thing again. Really? I mean, I could do this. This, like, completely defends. I could do this. And this allows a group to live in this area. So maybe I don't like him having a bajillion forcing moves. I could also Hane this way. And then this Hane becomes Sente as well. And then he can connect. And I'm forced lower than I was. Okay, let's do it this way. So he's got to build everything now. And I've got this for more territory over here. He's got to make everything happen, it looks like. And I think he's going to try. So the question is, oh, we got a couple of questions. How much do we need to secure the game? Which is like, how far can we bend before we break? And I think I'm just going to definitively cut this off from this over here. And then definitively cut it off from this. He's going to be able to build this area, but these stones are slowly dying. And if he decides to run these stones out, then this area is going to get reduced as a direct result of that, which is what you should be doing when attacking. And it's what I almost never do when attacking, which gives me, a lot of hope for this game in particular. I'm thinking maybe I should bold cheer at some point to see, am I going to force him down, or am I going to get forcing moves against the shortage of liberties because of this Atari? So he's saying, I'm going to do both. And the problem is, he can't really do everything. This is already 100% secure, so I have only one group to worry about, and it has something to lean on, something that's valuable to him. And that is going to make it very difficult for him to make this group do anything but live. And that's already all it's doing. And as that happens, okay, so he says, I'm just going to make life here. Can I push? Can I peep? Can I just... maybe this? I don't know. I have weird shape here. This is like this peep. He just turns, and it's not fun for me. I might get this stone, but he's gonna Atari, and he'll be able to start surrounding this area. Ideally, I want two things from this. If I can get two things from his life, I think that will be fine. Okay. I think I know what I want to do. So if he jumps here, then I'm just going to poke out his shape. And if he doesn't, I'm just going to surround him. Maybe I play here first. Because that makes it so that he can't, like, play this and then get two eyes. And if he answers, then I surround. The question is, I mean, maybe I just surround him now. He gets this life, this meager life. You know what? Maybe he doesn't. Because if he peeps, then I play this. Aha, he has a ladder. Unless I do it this way. Yeah, this didn't really work for me. Let's see. I cut. He Ataris. I do this. He does this. I can't do this. No, I can. It becomes really hard to hold though. Okay. I Hana, he Ataris. He can't Atari this way because then I Atari the stone. And he might be able to surround this group. But I can come through there. Let's make it happen. This is probably really bad. We'll just say that right now. There's probably something I'm missing. Atari. I mean, what's going to happen is I'm going to get surrounded over here, which I don't like. Really? So I'll take this peep now, because if he turns, I can do the peep. And that makes this group secure. So he does that, and then connects. Okay, that is Sente. I should have answered that by capturing, because then I can connect under. If he extends, and I extend, he can turn and hurt this very badly. And I don't like that. Maybe I push one more, and then the turn is still bad, but I feel like I have more options. So I push, then he tries to Atari out. He can Atari twice, and then connect. And then if I turn, Atari, Atari, Atari. That would be a ladder. Okay. So in this case, I'm just going to extend. He's alive. Maybe I need one more jump here. I really want to play something in here because this move is really not fun for me. But I feel like if he does this... No, I think I'm fine. If he does this, then I can take these 3 stones. If he does this... I think we save this for reduction later. Because I don't think like a move like this is. I mean, this is kind of Sente now, right? So as soon as I can, I want to get this move in. Yeah, he's saying, I don't care about what you're doing here. Now, what we're looking at here is this group is going to be running this direction, right? Or not. I guess he's saying you can't do anything about this. So what I'm seeing is this is kind of like I can Hane him this way. And so I'm going to see what he wants from this. Maybe I'm just dead here. That would not be good. This, 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 this. Could be Seki if he like plays here. This. It's like a Sente Seki, isn't it? If he plays here, he dies because this throw in. What if he plays here? Then he has the bigger eye? No, it still doesn't matter. I poke, he connects. I play here, he plays here. And then I have to play here, so it's a Sente Seki, which is really big. It's really big. Now, question. Can I get this in first? He plays that. I play that. The only thing is if he tries, like, I play this and he plays here, right? That's not great. Or it might not be. So let's see what he wants to do. Okay. Just getting that in is okay. So it's okay good. It's really nice. I don't think now that we're going to be able to disconnect this from this. Yeah, this is really sad. I am sad. Yeah. Now he has to throw in. Well, actually, he could save the throw in because if I approach, he can play here, then I have to take, then he takes these stones. It's an equal exchange. So technically, it was still like the exact same point value. Okay. He does have a lot of points. I mean, I played here and he didn't answer, so let's be brave. Maybe this isn't Sente. Okay, good, 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 good. I'm glad because this has to work. There's some chance that it still might not. But I just think it does. And here's the key. I'm going to force him against this strength, and I'm looking for one of two things. Either this direct death or this connection in Sente. Because if I can do that, I can cut these off. And if I can cut those off, then I'm totally fine. And I think, so I can push one more. I could go here. Oh, yeah, we just do the connection in Sente, right? So now he's completely surrounded. And now, if he Ataris, okay, so I'm going to get this forcing move to give this group a little bit more breathing room. Because if he Hanes here, that's not fun. So I'm like, oh, can I take those then? And later, actually, I could do this now, but I don't think it's worth the same amount as this. Because now I'm threatening two things. I can Hane here, because if he cuts this way, then this group dies. And if he plays the normal move, then I can cut this group off again. And also these guys. Which I've got a lot of cutting points, which makes, I mean, this is just complicated. It's just complicated. And he's got like a move here, so I do have the ladder anyway. If he plays there. Okay. I don't think this works. So maybe I do the double Hane immediately, because then the cut is Sente. No, that might not work. Yeah, this doesn't work. He can play there. I mean, he could play here, then I play here. But then the cut still doesn't work. Maybe he gets this throw in now. But still, this has less liberties than this. And I should definitely play this move as soon as possible. This is like maximum awesome. And of course, we have a ladder. We could even maybe play here for a squeeze. But then this doesn't work, I don't think. I have to let him in. I don't know if I have enough liberties. Okay. So I do what? Just this, right? Now those are captured. He has no cut. I can play this. He connects. I Hane and connect in Sente. I play this, and I wreck his whole top. My right side is all the points that any man should ever require in his life. I'm still looking at, potential reductions here. Well, I will definitely answer that because okay, now this could get a little interesting. Maybe I'm not quite as alive here as I originally surmised. He plays there. Tari. If Yatari's here now, then I can play here, I believe. So once I've played there, yeah. Now I have an eye there, and I think I have to play here. Oh, no. I'm just dead. Oh, never mind. I mean, this might not work, but all it has to do is work. Oh, this Hane is like absolute Sente. Okay, so let's say I do this. One thing I'm trying to look at here is like now I can double Hane here. This group probably still dies. Like I can't do this because then he just ladders me down. But if I double Hane, he Atari, and then connect, I can cut, and he protects. No, he can't protect this way. He protects this way. And then I have 3 liberties, and he has 4. I think this doesn't work either. Let's see. Cut. Protect. Cut. Now wait just a minute. What about this? Still. And then he'll be able to save this group. No, because there's no cut here. And I'm going to Atari and then play this. And then I have 3 liberties, and he has 1, 2, 3 liberties. But I have to... We're going to use a Byo-Yomi because I cannot read. Oh, he can take me down to 2 liberties. Can't he? Because I turn... No, that's Atari. Okay, okay. I'm also thinking of this, and then connect, and then he lives, and then can I do this? I don't think I can. We're going to turn down the clock. There, I can still hear you. No, no, I can't. Okay. I'll probably be able to hear her now. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give this group up. I don't know if this is going to be enough. And, well, it probably won't be. If I get this and this, that's really big. And he's got this. I've got this little bit. He's got the corner. That's a Seki. I think he wins that way. What if I play this? Now that is quite interesting. Oh, you know what? Here's another thing. Although he could throw in at any point. If I play this, he could throw in now. And that would be Sente. Then he Ataris. Then this. This. He has 1, 2, 3. And I have 1, 2, 3. I have 2 Byo-Yomis left. Now, okay, there we go. I don't understand. Hmm. Yeah, another thing is he does have this throw in if I go into the capturing race that I should not go into. So if I connect, he connects, I connect, and he lives, can I play here? I really don't think so, but I can't see why not. Uh-oh, this is the last one. All right, I'm going to do this. I don't see any way to make it work. It's so close to working. Oh no! Oh, I was like, I can only capture these three stones, but that makes this live. Yeah, I see it right after, huh? That's when I see it. Yeah, he was a little bit stunned, I think. Now let's see if he gets greedy. I don't know what the issue is with this move. I honestly don't think he's going to get greedy. Because it doesn't work. It just doesn't. He's just going to play here. Then I play here. And I am well and truly dead. Okay. I really don't know. I really don't know. What? What? I said you could win. I said that. Do you remember? Do you remember me saying you could win when I could have won? And I said you could win? Okay. Wait. Yeah. That was the thing that he saw that I didn't. Now here's the thing. I say I see or whatever. And it doesn't work. Okay. Oh, and he got to live. Now it's just done. The doneness is overwhelming. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. If he plays here, I can co. Yes. Yes, I can. Yes. Yes, I can. And I have two co-threats. One here, one here. Nothing here. That, I think, is just not working. I mean, at the very least, it's Seki in this corner, and then I win. Because he can descend, and even if he, like, removes this eye, I still have this one. And it's a Sente eye. No, it's not directly Sente. Because I can force him back into nothing. See, but that's okay. I said you could win. I said it twice. Maybe something in there didn't work for him. Maybe. Um, Ihane. He does his thing. I do this. He Ataris for the Ko. I'm looking down, so I was just moving my mouse just in case you were trying to figure out why is he pointing to all these weird places over here talking about a Ko. I mean, you guys remember I said he could win, right? I was like, "Hey man, you you can win." Now this he's got a Sente I. I think this is a very important liberty. But I've got like a Ko here and like after he throws in to get his eye, then I have this which threatens a Ko. So if he like let's say connects here, which is really slow, I don't know why he would do that. Oh, well I mean it's removing liberties, right? Well, I can't really do that, so I have to do that. Now he's going to want to connect here. Question is, do I get this in Sente because it retains my liberties? I mean, I'm going to lose it if I don't, so I should probably do that exchange. Hmm. Now, what I think is the best. Okay, all I need is Seki. And this is Seki, at the very least. He could play here. I connect. He Ataris. I connect. If he throws in for the Ko, then I have this Ko too, then he dies. So he has to exchange this, after which he can never approach here. He could descend here. I can Ko. And now this is like a 15-step Ko for him dying. Which is great. Which is amazing. I lost this game 7 different ways before I found a way to lose it another way, and then he found a way to lose it, and I was like, that was very kind of you to do that for me. I don't know why he doesn't. I mean, he plays here, I play here. He Atari, I I Ko, right? He plays a threat, Ko's back, I take. He plays here, I Ko again, and now we're fighting for whether this is a his death or Seki. Sorry, he finds a threat. I don't know. He takes the Ko first, so I have 0 threats. And I have 1 threat here and 1 threat here that are quite good. Well, yeah. And I have this co-thread, and I have this co-thread, and I have this co-thread. We'll take the locals first.
Can me and Zach go outside?
No, dude, you're sick. You're sick from school. My, okay. The problem is this is Atari. I mean, that would have given him another co-thread if I'd answered it. I probably should have taken another second to verify what was going on. That's probably another problem. Like if I think that I have something that I'm doing that is perfect, I'm like, yeah, I can do this because he messed up. I should really think of my opponent as a lot cagier than he really is. Now he's kind of obviously going after this cut point here. So let's see if we can fix it in Sente somehow. I'm also looking at like, what if I double Hane? And of course, I don't need to do that. I just like to. I have fun and then I lose, and that's not fun. And so I'm torn. All right, I'm going to do this because there's two things that could happen here. First of all, if he cuts this way, then I either get cut off, but I feel like I can live in this area, or I don't see how he cuts here. And now I have a Hane, so he has to fix that. So I fixed the cut in Sente. Now he gets this whole area. I think you've got a problem here, my dude. Is he thinking, like, if he cuts? No, see, he can't cut here. He can't cut here. Well, he can now. I mean, he can. Oh, there we go. See, that's really funny. Okay, so black is winning. Black is still winning. And things are happening. I thought I was doing. No, 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 no. I didn't think I was doing all right here. I did not. Maybe it seemed like that. Okay, so black is still winning. And black is still winning. Probably because this group is dead. Probably because I ran him into my group. I'm like, this is thick. You should think twice before you say that word. Whoa. Interesting. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, this doesn't look winnable in any way. I mean, what? 13, 14, 15, 16? I'm going to try to live with this? I don't think so. Okay. And now it's 50-50, and now black is, oh, 82. I guess I'm supposed to do it this way? I guess, poke the eye, I bulge. He, let's say he doesn't care. That's a lot of death there. Okay, and this is even worse than that. I don't know what the see. These are like okay. This is a 30%, 60% swing, really. If you look at the percentages for both sides, and I don't have a little red dot here, but this move goes from like let's see, 91% to 82%. He's already winning. That's not an inflection point. So that's where I was talking about the algorithm. And now white is winning. Oh, because of the peep. But now he's not. Because the peep is bad. Why is the peep bad? Because this dies? It doesn't die. I don't understand. I mean, why is connecting bad? What am I supposed to do otherwise? Maybe that Hane thing again? And this was, I'll show it later. But this actually, if he tries to fight it, after I've done this bulge thing and this Atari and all of that, I can capture these stones. And I was thinking to myself, well, that's not a big deal because it's just 3 stones, but it's life for this group. These are the cutting stones. Why didn't I think of that? I don't know. You guys, oh, I don't know. I don't know. So then we double Hane. And now we can do this. Okay? And he can't play there. He can't play here. Has to play here. Or here. But that's even worse because I can actually get more liberties at a certain point. Anyway, I don't need those liberties right now. So I've got 3 liberties. Okay? And now I can play here. Because if he connects, he only has 2 liberties. And so instead of connecting, he's forced to play this, and I play here, and he plays here, and I can even capture these later. So I don't know what my deal was in that respect. I don't know why I just completely goofed on that. Wait a minute. No, he has to do that. He can't do that. You guys saw that, didn't you? This is my reading. My reading is powerful. I took an advanced reading course, but it turned out to be how to read in Latin. And Latin is not very applicable to Go. Also, the books were hard to understand. And there weren't any diagrams. I never saw the word Shusaku. Okay, so that would have worked 100%. But I decided to go and just swing the game. Look at these swings. Swing, swing, swing. We're just swinging at each other. Okay. Anyway, that was hilarious. Minus 23, so it's even worse. And that was a bad move because he should just play here. I take this, and this is already dead as far as I can see. Because I can't Hane and connect here. Now, one thing he missed later, I think, is that if I do this, which is normally there's a Tsuji here, but actually it doesn't work because of this stone. Normally it does work, but if you can Atari along this line until you hit a stone, then you're fine. So it doesn't work at all. And this group dying, I mean, we'll just look at the score. He's up by like, no, wait, what if these are dead? Yeah. Oh. Okay. So connect, do this. No, they are still dead. Wait, why would those be dead? Are you serious? Because it's connected that way? Okay. Okay, no, we don't want to estimate. Okay, we'll go back one. Okay, and then we'll do this exchange and this exchange. Now? No, not a review, sorry. Estimate. See, I did take a reading course. Black's only by 5? I don't think so. No, yeah, okay. Okay, none of this is blacks, and these are... Yeah, never mind. I shouldn't have used the score review. I'm sorry, guys. The score estimator. See, I can't even say the word properly. Okay, so we get to here, and yeah, this was like this. I'm like, hey, I can cut him off, and he's like, yeah. Did you know? I was thinking about what if I played this earlier and forced him, but this is a forcing move, so he could have taken it at any point. So I play there, and now the Hane and connect doesn't work. If he just does this, I'm dead. 100% dead. So you can see. Wait a minute. White is winning? White can't be winning here. How? 91%? How am I not dead? Oh, that's right. So he has to do this and make a ko. And if I mean, if I win the ko, then I win the game. Hands down. So I've got my first ko threat here. And let's say he has to connect. Now I've got this and this. And we're definitely ko for I. And I've got this. So I've got a lot of local threats. And of course, if I make this, then I win. I guess the computer's saying I win this ko, and I'm fine. I've got another ko threat here. Eventually, I mean, I don't see enough ko threats. I can even let him have these 4 stones, I think. Let's see. Estimate. Black by 16? Maybe not. Oh, these aren't dead. Okay. But these aren't dead. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that was enough. Or maybe I can answer this. And then I've got ko threats against the corner. Perhaps. That's actually not. This isn't a ko threat. This is not a ko. No, it is. This would be. I don't know. I'm confused. I enjoyed the games. I think the overall quality leaves a little bit to be desired, but I eked out my first win of the new Go series, and I'm very excited about that. I hope y'all are too. I hope you enjoyed the game, and I hope you have a very good day for the rest of the day. See y'all.